also too, because you kind of answered this when you were talking with Tay, where I can see where the tradition and the culture lies with the creation of the donuts and where they're at. I guess for the viewers who don't know, is what's it like creating and upholding that cultural boundary and like fusing your own, because I know you talked about your wife, but you know it takes two to tango
for sure.
And I'm just wondering, like, how does that all mix even in the whole process, if you don't mind me asking?
No, that makes perfect sense. So like this isn't like really a traditional like product from a specific like culture.
Yeah,
like this isn't Japanese. People want it to be Japanese. It's like Japanese like a couple of generations down, you know what I mean? So it's really more like sort of that West Coast like melting pot like flavor, and like Emily's like, you know, experience is like Japanese American, like mixed race, just like pulling from all the things that we all are around, you know? And so like I think a couple of the flavors that sort of like exemplify that really well is like we have like black sesame and Marionberry jam. It's like a, you know, PB&J for fancy little boys like me. Or like, you know, we got strawberry yuzu funfetti.
Yeah.
It's just like a cute pink Simpsons donut, but it's got a little something more going on. And it's just about sort of towing that line like between cultures and pushing it forward.
No, I appreciate you saying that, because it's so easy to like get boxed in. One of the things I actually really appreciate you saying is like, when we, at least for me, I know when it comes to like cultural pieces or cultural dishes, like everyone tries to put you in this box and they forget that there is a blend, there is multiple, you know, parts to it. And I actually kind of like appreciate that, because I also think about like, I know what I represent in the community for people where I'm like, yeah, I'm a black therapist, which I appreciate. I want to serve my community, but I'm also like a therapist. And like, there's other elements that I do represent. So I appreciate you saying that, because I feel that people really don't talk to that. And I probably just see it as it's just this Japanese inspired, but like, there's other like.
I'm glad you said that, man. I think there's so much in between the lines. Right? Like our experiences are individual, and like, you know, you could be a black guy who grew up in Japan versus like a Japanese person who grew up in, I don't know, South America or something. You might be more connected to that culture, you know, because you actually grew up in it, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, that's a very like black and white, like stark example of that.
Exactly.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, so let me ask you this. So when you first getting your business started and formulating the concept, who was the first person that you had try your donuts outside of like your immediate network or your wife, who gave you the validation you need? Like, okay, I might actually got some shit here.
Okay. Because I feel like I had a few where people were like, "You're never gonna make it, kid." Like, before.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh really?
Damn.
No, I don't know. People are.
We can't get those people airtime though.
though.
Yeah, no, they are.
Yeah, man.
But no, we didn't need to talk about them. No, I talked to a few people. Like, obviously, first I you know, had all my coworkers and my immediate family, like they were eating a lot of donuts, obviously. And I guess the first time, because before I did the pop-ups, I just sort of threw it up there on Instagram, like, I don't know, like, I guess I'll bring you just a box of 6 donuts wherever you're at, because I was like still figuring it out. That's not scalable. But so I did that for like a few people, and like one of them was like an ad agency, and like they were like cool as hell, and they were like, "We're obsessed with these, like we're gonna get you in like Portland Fashion Week," like I don't know in what capacity or whatever, but I was like, sick, dude. And like all this stuff was sort of coming together already for us, like before COVID, with like just filling up a summer event schedule, because that's all it was in the beginning, was like it was just going to be like my little like side hustle or whatever, like just do some events and pop-ups here and there. But things just sort of snowballed, and I kind of forgot where this question started.
Yeah, no, you're good. I was really just asking like who the first person or set of individuals that gave you the validation for you to know like okay.
I think it was those early orders with those like those cool guy Nike senior sneaker designers and stuff. Because like they order through Instagram. Like I gotta look at your page and see who you are. Oh, he's private and he has 20,000 followers. All right, cool. Famous, nice.